All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another week of my weekly stock picks. This is for the week of May 24th to May 28th. My name is Brock. Follow me on Twitter at Don'tFeedBear and go check out my new blog, www.don'tfeedbear.com. Leave me a comment there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Leave comments on my Twitter. Let me know how I'm doing. Things of that nature. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it and see how the S&P 500 did this past week. So, like I said, since about January, we've been trading in this channel, and I foresee us continuing up in this channel until we see breakout, breakdown, or breakout. Breakdown would be going past support. Breakout would be going past the resistance. So, beginning last week, we started to drip down a little bit, and then we ended the week on a high note. Well, actually, not necessarily. We ended the week on a bad note, but middle of the week we started to head higher, and then Friday kind of, we ended the week in kind of a decline. So not quite what we want to see, but, again, we keep bouncing off the support line, and we keep on holding this support line, which is good. You always get a little worried, but intraday is okay. It's, you want to make sure that you're holding this support line. If we break down, we could see, somewhere in the 400, 390 area is very possible. So, but right now, we're still good. I don't see any issues. Just to be very careful, mind your stop losses, things like that. So Triple Q is showing something very similar. As you can see, this line right here, it's holding this resistance. So that's good. We see a little bit more breakout from tech than we do from the S&P 500, but we still want to, let's see what the indicator is showing. It's showing that next week we could see a breakout, not a breakout, but like a mini rally for tech. Tech's been kind of beat up lately. It's been, last 2 weeks hasn't been great for it, and now I think it's getting ready to take off again. So, finish up that wave 5 that I have charted out. So, keep an eye on tech. It's, MACD's bullish cross. Everything's kind of heading up. So, let's hope that trend continues. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump into my stock picks for the week, which are Disney, PayPal, Darden, and Visa. So we got a bit of I wanted to make sure this week we really highlight the opening up plays that are available. So as we know, Disney, is opening up their parks very soon here in California. PayPal is going to be huge. Electronic transactions. A lot of people going out. Having to share costs. They're going to have to pay each other. Darden is a huge restaurant chain. And then Visa obviously will be used a lot as people travel more. So, as always, I give you my setups, the buy zones, cut loss, price targets, and I also give you the charts and what I'm seeing. So let me know if you agree or disagree. Let's have a discussion about it, and maybe you can teach me something. So, okay, let's go ahead and jump into it. So for Disney, what I'm seeing is that we're having this very strong. That we've bounced off it once, we've bounced off it a second time, but we need this to continue. If this breaks, so there's two plays here. There's a bullish and a bearish play here. We have this kind of gap fill right here, but as you can see, this kind of filled here, but it didn't fill completely. So there is a possibility that it just drops all the way down to 150s, which honestly is a fantastic buy for your long term for Disney. But if it decides to skip that and says this was enough, then we're bouncing off this support here, and then we're going to head off to the a new 52-week high at 203, 204. So keep an eye on Disney. Indicators are looking, low RSI. MACD starting to turn. Squeeze indicator hasn't made that turn yet, but it looks like it's about to. So this could be a good time to get in. Watch for a little, maybe it like retest and bounces again, but keep an eye on Disney. It's looking good. So, yeah. Okay. Up next is, let's see, what is next? PayPal. All right, so for PayPal, I mentioned this pick to you guys after I gave you my weekly stock picks. This, did pretty well. First it dipped and then bounced off, so let's hope, maybe we can get a second dip. Like I said, it's trending kind of that way. We had one dip, two. Maybe we're going to start getting higher lows, and then we're just going to travel up this wave 3. Indicators are looking good. As you can see, it's heading up. We're about to make that MACD cross early next week. You're seeing that nice little curvature. One thing to be aware of is that This was a big, curve here, smaller curve here. I'm expecting a smaller curve. So, this will get to wave 3, probably have a nice little dip for 4, and then 5, and then I could see maybe a bit of a retrace, ABC, a correction, whatever for PayPal. But I think this could run as we reopen the economy. So, all right. Up next is Darden. So restaurants, food's always good. So as you can see here, about to make that MACD. It's heading up. All very good indicators. It's a little bit up on the wave 3, but I think it dips down a little bit because 3 out of the 5, this was barely a negative day on Monday, and then 3 out of the next 4 days were positive. So maybe we see a quick little profit taking, and then we can get in, and then it takes off. We ride that wave until the end of wave 3 at around 170. So Darden looks good, excellent pickup. I like the company in general, and I like the setup. So another Visa I like the setup as well. Kind of very similar to Darden and PayPal, where it's low RSI. It's about to make that turn. As you can see, this one actually is showing that it's getting ready to make that turn. Just start to decrease. Hopefully, early morning drop, we get in, and then we can ride it to the wave 3. So, like I said, all these setups are all 3 out of the 4 were Elliott wave. One's just bouncing off a support line. Great pickups. I like the reopening plays right now, especially with the economy looking like it's about to open up. COVID is is almost behind us, so that's good news. Okay. I have some interesting setups for the honorable mention picks this week. Not all of them are good. Some of them represent a real risk. So let's take a look at. First, let's take a look at Ruth. Ruth Chris Steakhouse, as everybody knows, is a popular food restaurant chain. Now, the issue I see, because this, as you saw, I was setting the fib retracements, low RSI, but it's still heading down, which I don't like. So it's not ready yet, and I think it's going to go down more before we head back up. So I don't think this is ready yet, but this is definitely one to watch because this will also be a reopening stock. Let's check out the weekly just for our own sake. As you can see here, the weekly is already heading down. This is another reason why I didn't feel comfortable with this. It's concerning to see this big drop here, that recovers, and then the indicators aren't looking convincing to me, and this is very high, so it's probably going to head down soon. So one to keep a lookout for the next 2-3 weeks for it to bounce back up, but for now I would just keep an eye on it. Okay. All right. Up next is Shake Shack, another reopening play. Seeing a trend here. All right, so as you can see, the weekly looks pretty bad on Shake Shack, so that also played into why this was not a stock pick. You can see here kind of it's recovering, and we have a little gap fill play here. But because of that weekly, it was not a stock pick. It is looking it's kind of flattening out here, which I'm not sure. Are we going to break down a little, go up and then come back down a little bit more before we head back up? So Shake Shack could be one to watch. As you see, RSI is low, but the weekly, wasn't convincing. RSI is kind of in the middle. I would love to see it dip down a little bit more and then head up. So if I see that, Shake Shack probably be a stock pick next week. So just be aware of this one. Okay, next up is Amazon. First time I have Amazon on my list. So Amazon is looking a little concerning. The weekly is looking, it looks okay, right? And I've seen a lot of people saying that they're expecting, the daily's looking okay. So I've seen a lot of people kind of call out that Amazon is looking good, but I'm getting a little concerned here because there is a bit of a, if you take this, we're coming across some pretty interesting support here, and if it breaks this, I could see it going down a lot. Indicators, like I said, are just kind of middle of the road. It actually looks like it wants to go down. So I think we break this and head back down for more profit taking because even here, if you look at the volume, it is heading down, but I think it has more to go. So I think Amazon dips, somewhere around this 3,000, 2,800 level, maybe even down to the high 27. So But if it bounces off this, we could see it go on a nice little run. And obviously with such an expensive stock, we'd see a huge, a good amount of money gained from just like a 1-2 day rally. So keep an eye on that one. For Tesla, we want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on this one because I'm a little concerned here. I don't know if this is going to hold. I gotta be really, really honest. I'm not sure if this holds. Because if you look here, we've held this line the whole time. It keeps, trying to dip down and then takes off. Dip down, takes off. Dip down. And then, so each time it dips down, as you can see, we're getting lower highs. That's not good. And as you can see, it's kind of creating a squeeze pattern here. So what's going to happen there? A lot of people are saying it's going to take off. I'm a little concerned with Tesla's ability to reclaim what it was in 2020. I just don't. 2020 was such a crazy year for tech and EVs and all that stuff that I don't know if this can. So maybe it bounces up one more time, but I don't know. I feel like it's headed down to the 400s. So, like I said, it is in play that it could take off and break out. As you can see, the MACD, so I think it goes up here, bounces off, and comes back down. But I don't know. I'm just not sold on Tesla right now. I know a lot of people are saying it's good and all this stuff, but I'm just not sold on it. So if you were planning to buy into Tesla, be very careful. Have that stop loss tight. Just beware. This is 2020 was great, but welcome to 2021. I guess as you can see here in 2021, it's been kind of tough to get a nice little rally on Tesla. So, like I said, just be careful with it. It's still a great stock, still a great company. It'll do well in the future, but just in the near future, I'll just say be careful. So, all right, everybody, that's my honorable mention picks. I've given you my stock picks, and let's have a very green week, and let's see what happens in the market. I'm expecting hopefully a positive week overall for the S&P 500. The setups look good. The reopening plays seem to be preparing for takeoff, I guess. And so just everybody just be careful. This is not this market has been tougher to trade in than say a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever. So just be very careful. So all right, everybody, take it easy.